Across Germany, a new and urgent conversation has begun, capturing the attention of parents, teachers, politicians, and the media alike. At the heart of this debate is a fundamental question about our schools and ultimately, the future of our children in a rapidly changing society. The central question being asked is both simple and complex. Should we limit the number of children with a migration background in individual classrooms, or should we continue to embrace diversity without restrictions? This idea has ignited a heated national debate with passionate voices on all sides. The issue has spilled out of classrooms and into the streets, parliament, and living rooms across the country. Supporters of the proposal argue that limiting the number of students with migration backgrounds could help teachers focus more on each child's needs, ensuring that no one falls behind, and that all students have the best chance to succeed academically. On the other hand, critics warn that such a policy could lead to discrimination, deepen social divides, and create a sense of exclusion for children who are already facing challenges adapting to a new culture and language. The debate was sparked by Karin Prien, the Education Minister of Schleswig-Holstein, who recently made headlines by suggesting that there should be a cap on the number of immigrant students in certain classes to prevent schools from being overwhelmed. Prien's comments have prompted both support and backlash, with some seeing her proposal as a practical solution, while others view it as a step backward for integration and equal opportunity. Many teachers have reported feeling overwhelmed in classrooms where a large number of students are still learning German, making it difficult to keep up with the curriculum and meet everyone's needs. Yet there are also educators and advocates who stress the importance of equal opportunity for every child, regardless of their background, and who believe that diversity in the classroom enriches the learning experience for all. As the debate continues, communities across Germany are holding roundtable discussions, school meetings, and public forums to search for solutions that are both effective and fair. This issue is not just about policy, it touches the daily lives of families, teachers, and students in every community, shaping the way children grow, learn, and interact with one another. In this series, we'll take a closer look at the proposal, examine the arguments for and against it, and explore what's truly at stake for Germany's future as a diverse and inclusive society. Our goal is to give you the facts, present different perspectives, and help you understand the complexities of this debate so you can form your own informed opinion. So, let's dive into this crucial conversation together and discover what it means for the next generation of Germans. Karin Prien, a prominent CDU politician and the current Education Minister of Schleswig-Holstein, has recently sparked a nationwide debate with a controversial proposal aimed at addressing challenges in Germany's school system. In a move that has drawn both support and criticism, Prien suggested introducing a cap on the number of students in each classroom who come from homes where German is not spoken fluently. Specifically, she proposed that no more than 25% of students per class should come from families where German isn't the primary language spoken at home. The intention behind this cap, according to Prien, is to ensure that all students have the best possible environment to learn German, which she sees as essential for academic success and integration. Importantly, this cap would not apply to every school across Germany. Instead, it would target so-called hotspot schools, those located in urban areas with particularly high concentrations of immigrant families and children who are still learning German. These schools often face unique challenges, such as limited resources and a higher demand for language support. Prien emphasized that this measure would be a last resort, only to be considered if other interventions, like hiring more language teachers, reducing class sizes, and providing additional support, fail to produce the desired results. She stressed that the goal is not to exclude or stigmatize, but to create classrooms where every child can thrive academically. Under her proposal, if a school reaches the 25% threshold, any new students from immigrant backgrounds would be assigned to other schools, potentially requiring them to travel further from home. This could mean that children are bused to different neighborhoods, sometimes far from their own communities. This raises a host of logistical and ethical questions. How will the costs of transportation be covered? What impact will longer travel times have on young children and their families? And how will separating children from their local neighborhoods affect their sense of belonging and community ties? These are concerns that many parents and educators have voiced in response to the proposal. Prien argues that the ultimate aim is to help all students succeed by creating more balanced classrooms, where German can be learned more effectively and no single group is left behind. She believes that when too many language learners are concentrated in one class, it can slow down the learning process for everyone and make it harder for teachers to provide the support each child needs. According to Prien, teachers in these hotspot schools are often overwhelmed, juggling the needs of many students who require extra language support. This can lead to frustration, burnout, and ultimately lower educational outcomes for all students in the class. The proposal, she insists, is about giving every child, regardless of their background, the best possible chance to succeed in school and in life. By ensuring that classrooms are balanced and that language barriers are addressed early, Prien hopes to foster a more inclusive and effective learning environment. However, it's clear that this is a complex and sensitive plan, with significant real-world consequences for families, students, and schools. The logistics of implementation, the potential for social division, and the emotional impact on children and parents all need to be carefully considered. As the proposal continues to spark heated discussions in the media, among politicians, and within communities, one thing is certain: the debate over how best to support Germany's diverse student population is just beginning, and the outcome will shape the future of education in the country. Supporters say language is the key to success in German schools. When many students in a class aren't fluent in German, it can slow learning for everyone. The idea, a quota, ensures enough native speakers to create a natural language environment. Teachers in high immigrant schools often feel overwhelmed, acting as both subject and language teachers. Balancing classrooms could help teachers focus and reduce burnout. Supporters argue it's fairer for immigrant children too. Without strong German skills, their future opportunities are limited. The quota, they say, gives every child a real chance to succeed. It's about creating classrooms where all students can learn and thrive. But is this the right way to achieve it? Some teachers' unions and conservative politicians back the quota as a practical solution. The German Teachers Association says schools can only handle so much integration before quality suffers. Teachers report spending most of their time on language barriers, leaving less time for the curriculum. Supporters insist the quota isn't about exclusion, but about making classrooms work for everyone. They warn that ignoring the problem could lead to bigger social issues, like parallel societies and higher unemployment. Integration experts argue that successful integration needs structure, not just goodwill. A controlled approach, including quotas, could help immigrant children master German and succeed. For them, the quota is a tough but necessary step for a stronger, more unified society. Critics, including migrant groups and left-leaning parties, call the quota discriminatory. They argue it creates a two-tiered system and violates the principle of equality in Germany's constitution. Labeling children as a problem could stigmatize them and damage their sense of belonging. Opponents say the real issue is underfunded schools, not the students themselves. They call for more resources, smaller classes, more language teachers, and better training, not quotas. Forcing children to travel far from home could disrupt their lives and burden families. There's also a risk of white flight, deepening social divides. Critics warn the quota is a simplistic answer to a complex problem. They believe investment, not segregation, is the path forward. Legal experts question if a school quota is even allowed under German law. The Constitution bans discrimination based on origin or language. Limiting school access by migration background could violate these rights and spark legal battles. Parents generally have the right to send their child to the local school. A quota would interfere with this. Ethically, critics say children shouldn't be used as tools for social engineering. History shows that separating groups, even with good intentions, often leads to inequality. Defining migration background is fraught with problems and could lead to unfair decisions. The legal and ethical hurdles are significant. The ongoing debate over quotas in German schools is just the tip of the iceberg, drawing attention to much deeper systemic issues within Germany's education system. While quotas are meant to address imbalances, they also reveal the underlying challenges that have persisted for years. Numerous studies have shown that a child's academic success in Germany is still closely linked to their family's social and economic background. This is especially true for children with a migration history, who often face additional hurdles such as language barriers, cultural differences, and fewer educational opportunities at home. Despite efforts to create equal opportunities, the gap remains stubbornly wide. Teacher shortages and overcrowded classrooms are widespread problems, but they hit disadvantaged schools the hardest. In these environments, teachers are stretched thin, making it difficult to give each student the attention they need. This can lead to frustration, lower achievement, and a sense of being left behind. The real issue goes beyond who sits in the classroom. It's about the chronic lack of resources, outdated facilities, insufficient materials, and not enough support staff. These challenges make it hard for schools to provide a high-quality education for all. Today, Germany's classrooms are more diverse than ever before, reflecting a rapidly changing society. Students come from a wide range of backgrounds, bringing new perspectives and experiences into the classroom. Diversity can be a powerful strength, enriching the learning environment for everyone. But this potential can only be realized if schools are properly equipped to support every student, regardless of their background or abilities. This means investing in language support, special education, and modern teaching tools. The current debate is about much more than just quotas. At its core, it's about the kind of education system Germany wants for its future. Should the focus be on strict control and regulation, or on providing more investment and placing greater trust in schools and teachers? This is a crucial decision. Do we continue to add more rules and oversight, or do we choose to invest in our schools, giving them the resources and autonomy they need to succeed? The answer will have lasting consequences. The path we choose now will shape not only the future of our education system, but also the future of German society as a whole. It will determine what opportunities are available to the next generation. As a nation, we stand at a crossroads, facing a choice that will define the values and direction of our society for years to come. The outcome of this debate will define the future of German schools. Adopting quotas would mark a shift towards state-managed classroom demographics, changing the relationship between families and schools. Rejecting quotas in favor of more resources would signal trust in teachers and a commitment to equal opportunity. How we talk about this issue matters. Labeling children as problems can cause lasting harm. A respectful, honest dialogue can strengthen our democracy and social cohesion. The choices we make now will shape a generation's sense of belonging and opportunity. Are we building gateways to opportunity or barriers? The answer will define Germany's future. Now it's your turn to reflect. Is a quota a necessary tool or a discriminatory policy that harms children? How do we balance language needs with every child's right to attend their local school? Should we invest more in struggling schools or redistribute students? This debate affects us all. Share your thoughts and listen to others. The quality of our public debate depends on informed, engaged citizens. By discussing these questions, we can help build a school system where every child can thrive. Let's keep this conversation going for the future of our children and our country.